The Eufy RoboVac L70 Hybrid is the first robot vacuum in the family guided by LiDAR and the first Eufy ever for me. I hear lots of good things about Eufy products. They have plenty of positive reviews on Amazon and good customer service. As usual, I put the robot through a bunch of tests. Some things surprised me, some have not, so let's go over its pros and cons. While my assistant helps me to unbox the robot, let's have a look at the Eufy highlights. The box contained the user manual, waterproof plastic mat, charging adapter, mopping attachment, a charging dock with adjustable cable underneath, and the robot itself. A 2-in-1 dustbin and water container is housed under the lid, with a 3-stage filtration system that includes a pre-, HEPA and screen filter. There is a cleaning tool attached to the dustbin too. The water tank is small, which means it would not be suitable for large and average-sized houses. The top case with the water tank can be detached to refill water or empty the dustbin. The quality of the waterproof mat looks better than the one that comes with the Roborock S6 Max V. It is designed to protect hard floors when the robot is on charge after mopping. The Eufy Home app is available for iOS and Android. Setup is smooth and the app itself is user-friendly and looks polished. Let me first start with the navigation and mapping capabilities. LiDAR scans the walls and objects around, creating a map which you can see in real time in the app. The Eufy covers 1 square meter per minute, so it took 48 minutes to clean a 48 square meter area of my place, using only a quarter of the battery charge. Theoretically, the robot covers up to 150 square meters of a cleaning area on a single charge, and even if it doesn't finish the job, it returns to the base, charges up, and resumes cleaning from the spot it left off. It doesn't have a front sensor like the most expensive Roborock S6 Max V, Dreamy L10 or 360 S10, which means it will not be able to detect smaller objects like socks, cords, toys, so I would need to pick them up before starting the robot. But any object that LiDAR can sense is being avoided carefully. After finishing cleaning, the robot saved them up, so now I can set no-go zones or zone cleaning. The no-go zones keep the robot off certain areas where it might get stuck. There are also separate no-mop zones that basically do the same thing, but are only active with the attached mopping pad. If I want to clean a certain area, I can use a zone cleaning feature, but unlike the other robots, with the Eufy, the zones cannot be saved. At this point, the Eufy L70 Hybrid plugs room cleaning, which means you can send it to a particular room to clean, as it doesn't divide them up into sections. You would also not be able to schedule room cleaning. To clean the room, I can still use the zone cleaning option and draw a rectangle. Another thing is the lack of multi-mapping, so if you live in a 2-story house, the robot would need to create a new map for the second floor. As for cleaning performance, I tested the robot on 2 different carpets, low and medium pile. I used 100 grams of debris and sand and measured the dustbin before and after the test. The cleaning results are on par with the most expensive models on both hard floor and carpets. The Boost IQ feature increases suction to the max level when the robot is on carpet, which helps using battery life efficiently. The robot picks up cat hair after one pass, which is important for those who have pets. Because of the dustbin being rather on the smaller side, it would get full quickly if you have dogs that chat a lot. Long hair tends to wrap around the brush roll, which is a common issue of all robots. A part of my maintenance routine is cleaning the brush roll of the hair about once in a week. The Eufy is just about the same as the most of the robots I've tested at this point. The side brush is supposed to clean near walls and corners and is doing a great job, but just because it can't reach super wide, it still leaves a small spot in the corner as all other round robot vacuums do. The Eufy RoboVac L17 has a mapping function, and I really like how it performs in comparison with other robots. Of course, it's not as good as the Roborock S7 with a sonic vibrating mop or the Narwhal T10 with rotating mopping pads, but these models are twice the price of the L17, and compared to other hybrid robots with a static mopping pad like this one, it's doing a really good job. Don't expect too much, nothing can compete with a human manual mopping, and this robot is good at keeping your floors clean for longer, yet it can't remove all starborn stains and you will still need to mop by hands occasionally. The good thing is that it notifies you when the water tank is empty, so you know when to refill it. Most other robots don't have the empty water tank sensor, so it's definitely a pro. The app allows switching between low, medium or high softness levels, and it does finish the job on the low mode, spending 80% of water to mop a 50 square meters area. However, the low water mode doesn't make the floors wet enough, and I wish I could use it on the high mode in the entire apartment without refilling the water tank. The robot is 10 cm tall, just in case you have a bed or other furniture with a gap where you would like it to fit when cleaning. It is a common height for ladder robots, except for only 2 other robots on the market that have ladder hidden in the body. If you have any door threshold, make sure they are not taller than 2 cm, which is the maximum this robot can climb. Let's take a look at some other app features. The Eufy L70 can be scheduled to clean at a specific time and day of the week. Just keep in mind that it doesn't recognize rooms, so you can schedule it to clean a specific room, which I'm used to be doing with my other robots. It has a few voice packages to choose from. Manual control is handy when you want to manually drive the robot to a specific spot and use the spot cleaning mode, which cleans a 1 square meter area. Accessory service menu shows information when the robot needs the brush or filter replacement or when the sensor of the robot should be cleaned. Though it's just a recommendation, you can use accessories for longer if you wish. Cleaning history shows all the information about the previous cleaning cycles, and the help menu shows the answers to the most common questions about the robot's usage. Overall, in terms of usability and stability, the Eufy app is one of the best in the robot vacuum world, and I'm not surprised that it has almost 5 stars in the Google Play market. To conclude, let's start with the pros of the Eufy L70. It has strong suction and performs great on all surfaces. Navigation is very good and on par with most expensive models. Mopping performance is pretty good for a hybrid robot vacuum. A very nice, clean and minimal design of the robot. Stable and user-friendly app with a lot of features, a well-known brand that has a good reputation for providing good customer services, based on my research. And let's mention the cons. The small water tank is enough to mop only a few rooms, can't divide them up into separate rooms, stores only one map, a bit more expensive than some other models with similar features. Thanks for watching the video, subscribe and press the like button if you enjoyed the review, and let me know in the comments what do you think about the bag. Check the video description for links where you can buy the Eufy RoboVac L70.